UPSC does requires a dedicated preparation. 2023 prelims, when I saw the paper, I literally started crying. I couldn't contain my emotion because paper was very like in a different format that year. And I told him, no, dad, I made it. It's the first time.
A girl from Prayagraj who pursued her father's dream and crossed a lot of hurdles. She attempted 4 times but she couldn't make it. But the 5th time, the results when they are out, she is All India Rank 1 Shakti Dubey. Welcome to MIT World Peace University and it's a UPSC felicitation program, so welcome again. Let us start with there are a lot of interviews when you are asked that how do you feel about achieving it. It's a huge feat, and when a female reaches this position, it's a happy moment for everyone. You are inspiring a lot of women out there. But I want to start that there is always a special relation between a father and a daughter, between every father and a daughter. But when something like this happens, what are the reactions? What was that process? Tell us about the bond between both of you and when you started pursuing his dream and you have made it true. So tell us about it.
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's a privilege. Talking about me and my father, actually my father is into police, UP police. So we had a very less quality time to spend together because he was most of the time on duty. And whenever he was at home, we had our studying hours or maybe we were sleeping or something like that. But there was something called as even if we spend little time with each other, it was one of those the happiest moment of the day when he comes back from office and we have a chat for some hours. Like dad is so much interested in talking about things that is happening in his office. He used to just come and share instances which literally moved him or which inspired him, and that's how those stories became a part of our life. That daily used to talk about some of the other IPS officer whom he might have interacted, or maybe some inspector whom he interacted, and he used to just tell us about that. From there, this journey of UPSC, actually thought of going through this process came into our mind. He has been one of those constant because I tell you, when we came here for Delhi just for I think 9 months for my foundation course and went back home. So there was this 5 years of staying at home and we never bothered to get out also. It was just us sending the PDFs to dad and he's getting it print out, bringing it home, all of that. So he managed the thing that was required, the resources required. Last year I remember, I think that is one of the most the worst day I could call of my life, and last year on 16th April 2024 the results of 23 were out and he was not at home, he was in his office and the results were out, since I was not in state to call, my mother called and told him that nahi hua, she couldn't clear. He came back from there. It was first time I saw tears in his eyes. Maybe it was not because that, and he said that it's not because that I'm hurt that you couldn't make it, but it is because that I can't see anymore the the pressure you're going through or how you felt after giving in so much. But his patience, his confidence in us that you can do it. I know that just if you want, give a try or not. Then come the role of siblings, my brothers, sisters. They motivated me. So this year I think the first call I made was to dad only. And why same thing that you are crying because you cannot contain the emotion. It was a moment before I saw my result, I couldn't contain my emotion. How to I just called him and was all just crying, and he thought that not again this time also I couldn't make it to the list. So he was like, no problem, and he started consoling me again. And then when I told him, no dad, I made it, it's the first time. So he's one like a person. Last year I missed it by 12 marks. So this year what he did was, when I called him, first thing he asked, he's listening my rank, but then he's asking me, how much did you score, marks kitne the? And I'm like, whatever be the marks, now it is like I'm rank 1. So this is it. I had definitely cleared it with a good marks and a good margin. And I think now when I see them all happy and peaceful, I think that's something. Then I've realized it was worth it. Those 4-5 years of struggle were worth it.
I think that's why daughters call their fathers heroes and they look up to, right. So before pursuing UPSC, when I was reading about your profile, you were teaching for some time. What was that point when you decided that you really want to pursue this career, you want to go behind his dream, and were you liking the teaching profession or you really wanted to be in this field? What was it?
Initially, basically what happened was, when I post-graduated, I was a gold medalist from Banaras Hindu University in biochemistry. So I started with the tuition thing, that I started giving tuition to students preparing for the medical UG examinations. So I used to teach the biotechnology aspect. So initially it was that. It was for just the pocket money or for the finances so that I could manage, because UPSC is, I think, actually a costly affair. Test series are so costly, the courses are so costly. So I thought I need to initially started with that. But then I thought that I cannot manage 2 things simultaneously. UPSC does requires a dedicated preparation. It's then when I decided to give up on that and go for full-fledged preparation. But when last attempt I did not clear it in 2023, and I had just 2 more attempts left. It was my 4th and the 5th attempt, 5th and the 6th attempt. So I realized that I need to have a career option now. Getting back to biotechnology or biochemistry was not possible now after 5 years. I'll have to now read a lot to get back there into the research or PhD. And since I was here into touch with everything, so I thought getting into this will be one thing, because teaching, I liked teaching initially, so I thought it would be great. So I started working here with an edtech firm only, where we get you actually as a mentor first, and then we got chance to take classes, the discussions, test discussions and all. So talking about one thing, I understood that इसमें एक satisfaction तो है that what I'm studying, what I have studied is something I have to deliver, and I knew that I have put in so much of hard work that it's going to help students and aspirants really. And not just right after the results, but even before results, I got lot of positive feedbacks from students that ma'am, your suggestions are quite practical or they are helping us. So that made me realize that okay, so एक ये satisfaction करते हैं, if not me, I could help others to fulfill this dream.
As you are so immersed into the entire process of preparing.
Yes, so I thought we'll go for that, and then I had just one more attempt left. 2024 I gave the 5th attempt, and I was expecting a better results, obviously not the first rank, but otherwise one attempt was left, and I thought I'll give it now after 1 or 2 years. I need a break from UPSC. It's been a long and a tiring journey, so it was that. I was enjoying teaching, to be very honest, but I know that when you see others coming for prelims ka form bhar do, that thing hits again ki it was also something I was a part of, and you see those young students with so much of aspirants coming, so much of aspirations coming to achieve this dream without even realizing that it is going to take a lot.
Because you have felt the entire emotions and whatever that goes behind.
Yes. So that was something. You also feel, you relive yourself in every, that people coming over the spark, ki ma'am ye kaise, wo kaise, then you like that. So it was a nice experience. Working was also a nice experience at the institute.
So lastly, I want to ask you that, all your life you have been a bright student. Maybe your 10th, 12th, you have been a gold medalist in your bachelor's or master's. And for the first time, it was a huge setback, because not clearing for a ranker or topper, I can understand when you are unable to clear, may that be any examination. That must have been a huge setback. How did you deal with it?
That's very true, because I had, you can say, a habit of being rank 1 throughout 10th, 12th, BSc, MSc, and after that what happened was all of a sudden you fail one prelims. Maybe that time you can justify to yourself that I had not given in enough. You fail the second prelims. Now the questions come. Now you start questioning your preparation, you start questioning your knowledge, you start questioning your strategy. But then you think that might be it was just first unprepared attempt, second I might clear. But when you fail the second attempt and then you reach the third, and that now it goes as a countdown. It's 1 to 3 and then it goes 3 to 1 is how the UPSC attempts goes. So when countdown pe you reach na, then there is so much of doubt, there's so much of mental pressure while you're sitting for the prelims itself, that I do recall one of the instances of 2023 prelims, when I saw the paper, I literally started crying. I couldn't contain my emotion because paper was very in a different format that year. They've changed the entire pattern of asking the question. So that basically it made me feel that I've lost another attempt again. So I think there was a lot going behind mentally, but then you have the support of your parents and the belief that they showed in me. I think they were more confident about myself than I was, and I think that helped me maintain that composure, that calm, that patience or perseverance, I could say, that helped me go on for a little long.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
When all your life you have been first ranker, and then again you have to wait for 4 long years to reach that first position, that is All India rank 1. That's what it takes to be Shakti Dubey, because consistency, resilience and dedication is what it takes to achieve what you want to. Thank you so much.